Hey coaches, 4 real quick dribble drills. These are going to improve your players' ball handling, control, awareness, changing direction, changing speed. Um, these are dribbling drills that you can throw in right at the beginning of practice, get the players motivated and pumped up. You can use these really for all ages, although a lot of these are for the younger kids, but you'll see a few on here that are for the older kids as well. The first one is the dribble retreat. So with this one, what I'll do is this is a good drill for teaching the kids to not get stuck in a trap. So what I'll do is I'll set up 4 to 5 cones along the half court line, and then I'll put my players um, just up on the side like this. And what I'll have them do, and I'll start this off first with a coach or two, or maybe some older kids if I have them, instead of the cones. But I'll essentially have them drive up, and they'll basically be simulating a trap here, and they'll have to retreat back. Um, what I teach them when they're dribbling back is to get that ball back behind that right leg, or in this case, the right leg, and get that guard hand up so that they're protecting it. I also try to explain to them that on the trap, they're going to get attacked, right? Like there's going to be 2 players, they're going to get attacked. So they need to really work on shifting backwards and creating that space. And then they'll just come up again, they'll attack the next one, retreat back, attack the next one, retreat back. And I'm having them go, right? Like I'll have a coach up here yelling go, and that way it just keeps this drill moving. It is better with 2 coaches. What I do find, one thing that I do find on this drill is that if I just use a cone, they're just popping back a little bit. They're not even, really worried about it. But if I throw in a coach or 2, or I get some defenders in there later on to make this like a really interactive, fun drill, is that they will be, they'll try and get out of that trap, and they'll get some space, and then they'll attack the other cone. So this is that's the dribble retreat drill. The next one I'm going to show you. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is the triangle drill. And really with this drill is, you're just getting all your players in a line here, and they're jumping into the triangle. Actually, I like it better like this here. And they're just jumping up, doing a quick change of direction, behind the back, between the legs, and they're doing it here, and they're doing it here. Maybe one time, and then they rotate out. I'll get a couple stations going so that I can get more players through if I have a full court. And even if I don't have a full court, I'm just making room, right? I'm just making some room. And this is just a good drill to have set up when the players arrive, and just have them jump into it, right? Like have a couple different drills ready to go at the beginning of practice, just to get players pumped up and working on these individual skills. Really, it's really good for your team. You have dribbling skills and shooting skills and passing drills. So that's that one. The next one I'm going to talk about is just a chaotic drill where you're going to have little obstacle course set up. You can use chairs, or you can use the defender man here. But I'll get about, 5 of the defender D-men up here, and then I'll line my players up along the baseline, and I'll have them navigate. And you got to have a bunch of basketballs for this one. Just everybody ready to go. And I what I essentially do is I tell them, you're going to dribble through the obstacle course, and when they're doing this, they got to keep their head up, because the other side's coming down at the same time. And and then about 10 feet away, or like once maybe this person gets like halfway past the D-man, the next one's going out. And you just end up having a bunch of kids on the court, and they're just going through. You can add some variations on this, like maybe when you first started, if they're younger, let them use their strong hand, but maybe switch over to weak hand only. You'll see the basketball bouncing all over the court until they start figuring it out. You'll also see, you can also add a little bit of competition here where, as they're passing, they're trying to knock the ball out of their kid's hand. That'll really teach them to keep their guard hand up. And I encourage them, and you should, as a coach, encourage them to keep their guard hand up on this one. This one is really good. This one will really help them protect the ball. After you know it, you'll have a bunch of point guards on your team. All right, so the last one that we're going to go into is mostly for the younger kids, but it's also a good drill to use for your, especially if you want to teach them how to get low and just kind of change their position in a court. So on this one, what I do is I just throw, 15, 20 different cones on the court. I don't really put them in any special way, but I just try to get a little bit of space on them. Don't mind the colors. It doesn't matter what color you use. Just, kind of get them up there, get them a good space. Don't go past the half-court line. You don't want to make it too easy for them. And essentially what you're doing here is you're lining your players up along the baseline. Just spread them out. Everybody gets a basketball. And their job is, within a minute to run up, they got to touch as many cones as they can. And, and they got to, touch as many cones as they can, and whoever touches the most cones within that minute wins the game. So it's pretty good drill to get them kind of just moving real quick. The rules that you'll throw in there, really, I just use, they have to touch 5 cones before they can, touch the same cone. So 5 different cones. That way they're not, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Although, that's probably a smart way to do it. But yeah, if they're touching the 5 cones, then that will work. This is a good drill. I mean, this is just an opener, a really good one for your younger players. They'll have fun. It's competitive to see who will win. They got to watch out they don't run into each other. So there's a lot of things there. And you can add in different variables like, you can knock out the ball from another player. That'll, keep them, keep their guard up when they're doing this. So, so those are 4 drills. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Throw your favorite dribbling drills in the comment section below, just so that others can learn. Maybe I'll make a video about them.